Do you want to get approved for any credit card? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 of the biggest mistakes that you can avoid with getting approved for any credit card today. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I created the first cloud-based software that allows you to put your credit repair experience into your own hands. And if you're new to the channel, I'm super excited because I have a banger. In today's video, we're talking about 5 of the biggest mistakes that consumers use when applying for a credit card. But before we get into this video, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. That allows YouTube to push this content to a wider audience, and also allows them to push this within an algorithm that allows us to leave these likes on. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have anything derogatory in your credit report, I mean anything negative, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, medical bills, guys, you name it, please go over to mycreditapproved.com. It's the website and the software that I was telling you about that allows you to put the full experience to your own hands. Guys, people are removing thousands of dollars worth of debt by themselves. They are no longer using credit repair companies. They are putting this information and this experience into their own hands and appreciating on a deeper level. Guys, please go to mycreditapproved.com, check out the software, and start removing these items, guys, if you have anything derogatory on your credit report. Now, let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes of this video. Now, I want to dive straight in because this video is going to help a lot of people in regards to credit cards. Now, I know a lot of people scratch their heads when it comes to getting a credit card approval or even an application for a credit card. They don't really understand the criteria that they're looking at, and they don't understand how that equates to a successful approval. So in today's video, I'm going to break that down, and I'm going to give you guys a full rundown on and some tips on how you can alleviate a lot of the problems or denials in your credit card application. Okay, so let's dive straight in. So number one is going to be understanding your goal. So understanding your goal is basically knowing which direction do you want to go with your credit profile. You can be setting your profile up for auto loan, you can set your profile up for a home loan, you can set your profile up for business funding, you can set your profile up for real estate investment, you can set your profile up for literally any type of credit situation. It really just depends on which way you want to go. Now, some people just want to get a credit score for just general purposes. They want to get a prime score, and that's good, but I always teach my students to always leverage your credit and learn how to leverage it better and better and better. One of the fastest ways to get rich is with credit. Credit rich is one of the classes of being rich, and it's really easy to do if you understand what you're doing. So if you understand the goal that you're trying to accomplish head on, it gives you a lot more clarity on what you need to do in order to achieve that. So for instance, if you want to apply for a auto loan, you want to understand the loan that you are going to apply for. You want to make sure that you understand the amount that you need. You want to make sure you understand the car budget or the car specifically that you want to go into. And then you want to understand the guidelines for those applications, right? So if you are looking for funding, you want to know the funding source that you're going to go with for this application for the car loan. And you want to ask them and find out what is the credit criteria, what is the minimum score, what is the employment history, what is the criteria for this certain type of funding. If I want 26,000, what do I have to do? What credit score do I need? What length of history on my employment do I need? What my DTI, my debt to income ratio, do I need? And once you gather all of that information, it gives you clarity and a focal point on where you want to go. A lot of people just try to attack their credit with a chicken with the head cut off, and they really don't be successful because of that reason. But when you have a clear focal point on what you're trying to achieve with that in mind, it gives you a clear vision. So guys, yes, understand what the goal that you're trying to accomplish. If you want an SRT, go get your SRT. Find out the criteria for SRT and find out the funding source, and then go down that pipeline, that rabbit hole where you understand each individual step, where you're not going into the application dark. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of people make, is doing these applications in the dark. They don't understand that just filling out an application blindly and not understanding what you need to get approved is a very disservice to you. So yeah, guys, understand the goals that you want to have in place, right? So number 2 is going to be very easy. Learn to get the negatives off before you apply for top tier credit cards. So it really any type of credit cards. If you want to apply for a credit card, you want to make sure that you don't have no more than 2 to 3 derogatories. If you have more than 2 to 3 derogatories on the profile, you want to go and get those things off. Now, I wouldn't recommend you to go to a credit repair company. There is no telling which company will actually get the job done for you. The best option is going to mycreditapproved.com. That's the software that I was telling you about in the beginning of the video that I created that allows you guys to attack this with your own experience and get your own driver's seat when it comes to the experience of credit repair. Thousands of individuals are removing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt just by doing it themselves. They are learning that the technology that the credit repair companies are using is very simple, simplistic, and is not a very hard process to get these items removed. So guys, if you have anything derogatory in your credit report, go to mycreditapproved.com. So number 2 is getting the derogatories off. Now, if you don't want to do it yourself, you want to hire someone, you can also set up a consultation. We can take care of that for you as well. But I never advise us to take over the profile. That's only for certain individuals that just don't have the time. But I always advise individuals to do it themselves. So number 2 is to get the derogatories off, guys. Number 3 is going to be don't apply for too many credit cards at one time. Applying for too many credit cards at one time can put your profile in an automatic stagnant process. So what that means is basically once you apply for too many credit cards, and if you're not getting approved on these credit cards, it's going to flag your account, and that is going to make the other credit card applicants automatically deny you in their system, because it's going to communicate that you are desperate. It's going to communicate that you are in some type of situation where you're going to need the capital and they don't want to loan to desperate individuals. So you don't want to apply no more than 2 to 3 times per month. If you're doing that, it's like I said, it's giving you a big disservice, because it's going to flag your account as being desperate, and that's not what you want. So you want to make sure that you are understanding, doing the details of your research before you even apply. You want to know exactly the criteria for that card. You want to know exactly the minimum score required. You want to know if they are tailored to beginners in the credit, or if it's in a more advanced card. You don't want to just go out there and start applying for credit cards just because they're just credit cards. You want to make sure that you know the credit cards that you're applying for, and don't apply for no more than 2 to 3 per month. So yeah. Now, number 4 is getting the wrong card. And getting the wrong card means basically, like I said, is you applying for credit cards without really understanding if that credit card fits your credit profile or you in particular. And you want to put your profile in a position where you are not wasting inquiries, you're not wasting application, not knowing exactly what you want to apply for. So before you even apply for the credit card, you want to know everything about it, and you want to know if this credit card is going to suit me within the next 6 to 8 months, or between a year or 2, depending if you want short-term or long-term with the credit card. But you want to understand exactly the direction you are going to go, and if the card that you are going to apply for is worth the time and is worth being on your profile for an extended time frame. So you want to make sure that you are not applying for the wrong cards. Putting the wrong cards on your profile can not only stop you from getting the prime score and just make the process longer, but it can also be a disservice, because it's like you going against the waves, so to speak. Because if the card is not a good fit for you, or your profile is not going to be a good fit in the future, so it's going to be a disservice all around. So guys, you want to keep a lookout on making sure that you are considering the credit cards very wisely, and just don't take anything and everything someone gives you. Now, the last is not a application mistake or avoidance or tip, but it is a credit card tip. Now, the biggest credit card tip that I can give you guys as a takeaway is watching your utilization. Your utilization is going to tell the biggest story on your credit profile on a consistent level. It's going to basically convey where you are with your finances. If you max off your credit cards, you're going to tell them that you're desperate and you're not able to acquire any type of new funding. If you don't max out your credit cards, you are basically telling them that you could acquire new funding and the utilization is low, and it just puts your profile in a position where you are not looking desperate paper and you looking like you have stable or stability in your finances. So yeah, guys, make sure that you keep the utilization below a 10%. I know that the internet will tell you 30%, but I always tell my clients and my students 10% is where the sweet spot is for you to get those added data points on a month-to-month basis, and for you to sweeten the spot when it comes to these applications for future applications in the future. Yeah, guys, if you found any of this information helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it allows YouTube to push us within their algorithm and allows us to leave these lights on. Guys, until next time, take care of your credit and take care of yourself. Credit Coach Q out.